It feels good to be back. Yesterday, I did something for the first time that I have never done in my 34 years of living. It really put me in a happy space, which led me to create this video, How to Be Happy with Yourself. Yesterday, I completed something for the very first time in my whole 34 years of existing. And I took myself out to eat. It might be something so small that you come across this video and it's like, I take myself out to eat all the time. Y'all know one way to become happy with yourself is literally you have to reserve time for you and be uncomfortable in doing so. Yesterday, I had been craving a seafood boil probably for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And yesterday I didn't have set plans to do it. It was real impromptu. I didn't invite anybody else. I said, you know what, today is a time for me to have a bit of self-care and do something new. I took myself out. Like I had a date with myself. I sat down. I did not sit at the bar. So I went to I'll post footage of my self-care date, my solo date yesterday. Literally, it was my very first solo date ever. And it wasn't bad. I went to this crab spot here in my city. It's called Crab du Jour. I sat in a booth by myself, y'all. Like it felt weird at first, like, oh, party of one. But then as I sat there, it felt comfortable that I was sitting in my own energy. It felt comfortable, like I was there, free to think, free to just like, one, eat good food, free to enjoy my own company. And when we think about how can we be happy with ourselves, right? How can we be happy with ourselves if being alone or in our own company sometimes makes us uncomfortable? I'm not here to say, you should always be isolated and there's no joy in community. There's no good things that come out of you being with friends, being with family. Absolutely. Definitely, we want to make time for those relationships as well. But a relationship that I realized on yesterday that I myself personally have not been nurturing is literally the relationship with myself. It might sound crazy at first to think about it, but when you think about how to be happy with yourself, is that you have to, one, figure out the things that make you happy, because we can't get in a routine where we are constantly looking at the next person. What is it that I can do to make this person happy? How can I give this person something? What can I do, right? How can I make this relationship better? How can I do all these different things for other people? But it's like, what is it that I like? What is it that I enjoy doing? And on yesterday, me taking myself out to lunch, I went around probably like 12:30, 1 p.m. I took myself to lunch and it was a great time. It was literally a great time. And I'm looking to do it again. And I've been missing from YouTube for probably going on 2 weeks. Not really missing, because I do still come on live every morning before I have to go into work, but I haven't been uploading actual videos as consistently as I had been. And at first I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm missing YouTube. But the thing about it is, a part of me showing up on YouTube, a part of me giving my energy, a certain energy, my messages through my videos on my page, is I also have to create from a place of being happy within myself, right? And me taking myself out yesterday kicked me into gear and wanted me to come on to encourage you to put yourself in that happy place. How is it that you can make yourself happy? First of all, we have to define, like, what does happiness look like for you? I ask myself that all the time too, because sometimes I'm like, okay, it's easy to say, okay, I'm not happy, or you feel unhappy. And it's like, what's the reverse of that? How can you get to being happy? I promote here on my channel too, right? Finding your purpose, doing the things that you love so you can reach the ultimate level of happiness. And a part of your purpose and doing the things that you love to reach that ultimate level of happiness is doing, right? Doing something that literally puts you into that happy place. When you recognize that you might not be as happy or feeling your best or as motivated, it doesn't feel like you're as fulfilled as you have been, you need to figure out, okay, what is it that I can do? What can I do? What activities I can do? Can I read a book? Can I take myself out? Can I have a spa day? Can I, what is it that I can do personally that will make myself happy? And I thought about that and I was like, I can't be the only one that kind of goes through these periods where it's just like, something might feel off. And I feel like all of us have a desire to be happy with ourselves, and a part of us being happy with ourselves too. So first you want to, define what happiness looks like for you. So if you like looking for pointers, so very, very first thing is you want to define what happiness looks like for you. The second thing that you want to do, figuring out like being happy for yourself, is you want to lose those very, very high level of expectations. Yes, we want to hold ourselves to a certain standard, but when it comes to loving ourselves, when it comes to being happy with ourselves, sometimes you want to give yourself grace, right? Because sometimes we have expectations for other people, of course, right? We have expectations for other people, and then we also have expectations of ourselves. But sometimes you have to be comfortable where you are at this present moment. I said on my YouTube live one day last week, I said, sometimes I'm so in my head about, time and wanting all these things to happen, wanting more money, wanting my YouTube channel to grow exponentially, wanting all these things, wanting to take multiple trips, which I am. I'm going to Tokyo, Japan for my birthday this December. Super excited about that. Wanting to do everything, wanting to travel the world, wanting to, have meaningful relationships, wanting more friends, wanting all these things. And then sometimes wanting can do what? It makes you lose the sight of the things that you already have. So what I do now, what I've been more conscious in doing, is I literally pause in that present moment and ask myself, like, what is it that you really, really need, Terry? Is it anything that you really, really need? And if you're watching this video, a way that you can put yourself back into a happy place, right? To really making sure that you are happy with yourself, ask yourself, is it anything that I need? Is it anything that I'm lacking that is really changing the level or the quality of life that I currently have? Every time that I ask myself this randomly, right? Randomly when I'm thinking about, all these other things that I want to come true for myself and all these things that I want to experience, I ask myself, anything that I really, really need right now that I'm in dire need of? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. It's nothing that I physically need. And it immediately puts me in the perspective of, look, Terry, you have everything you need. And the things that you want are going to come according to a specific timeline where you can handle what those things are that you really, really want. Start with identifying the thing that makes you happy. Secondly, you want to remove those expectations and then pause and say, you know what, if it's nothing I really, really need right now, then that's a blessing in itself. And I just wanted this video just to be a small reminder that we have to take the personal responsibility to, how can you make yourself happy? How can you make yourself happy? This past Saturday, I took myself out on a date. Maybe that's what you need to do. In all my 34 years, I've never took myself out on a date. I took myself out on a date, had some great seafood. Like, I was tearing them crab legs up. But this video is just to encourage you to do the same thing. Do something that prioritizes putting your happiness first, right? Because you personally are responsible of that. Just when I was about to close out, my camera overheated and turned off. But if you're not a member or part of the tribe, I would highly appreciate if you go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button so you can join the Terry Tribe. We're catching a major vibe, y'all. Because we'll be coming back with another video. Let's go.